Filth are the weakest Husks in the game, having 0.5 health and are lightweight enemies. When in range, they can lunge forward for a bite dealing 30 damage and can be parried. And in brutal mode, they can perform a more vertical jump that can't be parried. They can take extra damage from head, limb, and air shots. They're flammable and can be splattered. They also take 200% damage from shotgun parries, attractor nails, and saws, but only take 50% damage from explosions. Usually they're too weak for these reductions and weaknesses to matter, but when dealing with Radiance, this can make something like the usually one-shot Knuckle Blaster shockwave into 6 blasts to kill. Their high jumps in brutal mode can even lead to them accidentally falling into traps, but even with those high jumps, their lack of mobility and ranged attacks can make it very easy for you to be unreachable to them. Stray. Stray are lightweight, lesser Husks with 1.5 health. A Stray will move to an area where the target is within their line of sight, and will try to be at a moderate distance from them before attacking, unless they're unable to move. They attack by charging a Hell Orb projectile before throwing it. This charging can be interrupted with a hit scan to kill them, and they can be melee parried while throwing the orb. The projectile deals 25 damage but can be feedback parried or pushed by explosive shockwaves. Their predictable attacks make Strays a good tool to farm health and style with parries. Strays are flammable, splatterable, and take bonus damage from head, limb, and air shots. They take 200% damage from shotgun parries and attractor nails and saw blades. Schisms. Schisms are lightweight greater Husks with 5 health. When you're within range of them, they will charge a chain of 6 projectiles with a beam connecting them either horizontally or vertically. But in brutal mode, they will instead aim trying to predict your next position. Using a hit scan, you can interrupt the charging projectile to kill them. You can melee parry the Schism while they're shooting, and feedback or parry the orbs. The orbs and chain between them deal 35 damage to the player. After shooting, they will move to a random location nearby. Schisms are flammable, splatterable, and can take bonus damage from head, limb, and air shots. Their head is on their shoulder rather than their neck. They take 200% damage from shotgun parries, 150% damage from attractor nails and saws, but only take 50% damage from fire. While they are stronger, there are still many good instant kills, such as using the Knuckle Blaster to splatter, or a mid-air shotgun or rocket. Soldiers. Soldiers are lightweight, greater Husks that have 2.5 health and attack by charging up a spread of 4 orbs or 6 orbs starting on violent difficulty that deal 25 damage. The orb charge can be interrupted with a hit scan to kill them. The soldier can be melee parried while firing, and the projectiles can be feedback parried or pushed with explosive shockwaves. When within 3 units of the player, they will perform a 40 damage kick. After attacking, they will move to a random spot within 10 units of them. At brutal difficulty, they will do a roll and crouch down before shooting. Soldiers are flammable, splatterable, and can take bonus damage from head, limb, and air shots. They take 200% damage from shotgun parries and 150% damage from attractor nails and saws, but they only take 25% of damage from explosions while standing on the ground. Further decreased to 0% explosion damage at brutal difficulty. This resistance is removed when covered in oil or airborne, and one of the easiest ways to kill them is just using a single shot from the slab revolver. Stalkers. Stalkers are medium weight, lesser Husks that carry a container of golden sand. They will chase after nearby grounded enemies, or if none are available, they chase the player. Stalkers themselves do not bleed, and when they're near an enemy or they are killed, they will detonate the sand canister, creating a cloud that can deal 10 hard damage to the player and sanding nearby enemies, stopping them from bleeding. Self-detonation will kill the Stalker unless it's blessed or in brutal mode, which will instead just reset them. A Stalker exploding on its own will have a 50% larger sand radius than if you kill them yourself. The sand area is reduced for each magnet attached to them. Stalkers have 3.5 health and take additional damage from head and limb shots. They can be splattered. They take 200% damage from slams, 150% damage from revolvers, 150% damage from silver nails and saws, but the whiplash deals no damage at all. The Sisyphean Insurrectionist. The Sisyphean Insurrectionist is a super heavy Supreme Husk that uses a dead malicious face as a weapon. When within 8 units of them, they will stomp down, creating an explosion from 20 to 30 damage. Every few attacks, they will jump towards the player, creating a 25 damage shockwave when they land. They will also jump if the player gets out of range. This means being over 100 units away, or in an area where they can't hit you from. They have 4 other attacks: an overhead slam, a horizontal swing, a grounded stab, and an air stab, pulling themselves back down, which will also create a shockwave upon landing. all dealing 30 damage to the player if they're directly hit by the face. During these attacks, the face can be parried, shortly stunning the Insurrectionist if it hits them and dealing 22 damage. During an attack, if the face hits a surface, it will create an explosion. Insurrectionists have 75 health, except for the boss in 4-2 with 110 health, and they also take 150% damage from limb shots. They are flammable, meaning that not only can they be caught on fire without gas, but they also take 150% more non-explosion and fire damage when burning. On top of this, they also take 200% damage from the fire itself. While the face they carry doesn't take damage, it will still bleed when shot by a hit scan, even when sanded. When you hit one with a cannonball from the rocket launcher, they'll be stunned for a short time, but if hit while falling down, the stun will be much longer. Stunning attacks will not do anything while they're already stunned. Parrying may be difficult, but do it 3 times and they'll already be at just a sliver of health. Add a cannonball dunk and they're done. Or use only one parry and add the fire starter to get those weaknesses. Ferryman. Ferrymen are heavy, supreme husks that move quickly and select their attacks in response to the player's movement. They can roll towards you if you're running away, or roll away to avoid your attacks. They can jump onto their ore to do a parryable slam to create a 25 damage explosion. If the player is running away, they can do a parryable 25 damage lunge, or a leap that deals 25 damage and can't be parried. When the player is approaching, they can step back before doing a parryable spin attack for 25 damage. They can do a combo by either kicking twice or swinging their ore twice, doing 25 damage per hit, and in both of these attacks, the first hit cannot be parried, but the second one can. When the player is in the air, they can do an unparryable 25 damage uppercut. When they cannot reach the player, they will summon a lightning bolt that after a few seconds will create a 35 damage explosion. Unless on Brutal, where they can summon a lightning bolt mid-combat, but there can never be more than one lightning bolt at a time. This lightning bolt can be charge backed with a coin to hit enemies. They also get struck by lightning when parried, dealing damage to nearby enemies, and even starting conduction if nails or magnets are attached to the ferryman. Most ferrymen have 30 health, though the boss of 5-2 has a total of 90. They take additional damage from head and limb shots and take 150% damage from shotgun parries. Countering their attacks is easily the best option. They have very predictable parries that you only need to perform 4 or 5 times to kill them, and when you do parry, it can both explode and electrocute all nearby enemies at the same time. And you can get easy style and conduction by charging back the summoned lightning. The Corpse of King Minos. The Corpse of King Minos is a supreme husk with 2 main parts to his fight. First, you fight his arm. It is super heavy, grounded, and has 3 phases totaling 65 health. It will hit the walls and floor, creating large 35 damage shockwaves. Each phase it will attack faster and more often, being further changed depending on difficulty. It takes 150% damage from revolvers, and after you defeat the arm it will pull back, letting you pass. Afterwards, you fight the whole Corpse of King Minos. He is a heavy, grounded enemy with 2 phases totaling 160 health. He's pretty far away, though you can still damage and heal on his hands. In phase 1, he will summon a black hole to chase you with a 5-second cooldown since the last one was active. The black hole bringing you down to 1 health with full hard damage when touched, or just killing you if already below 10 health. And he tries to hit you with his hands, doing 45 damage, with a 2-second cooldown. All slam attacks can be melee parried. In phase 2, he will stop summoning black holes and existing black holes will be destroyed. The slam attack cooldown will slow to 3 seconds long, but now parasites will come out of its eyes, shooting projectiles every 2 to 4 seconds. They can either fire a spread of 8 hell orbs with 1 larger orb in the center dealing 25 damage, or 1 large homing orb dealing 30 damage, both being able to be feedback or parried. They also take an additional 150% damage from hits to the head, 150% damage from the standard revolver shots to the eyes and parasites, 500% damage from feedback or parries, and 650% damage from shotgun parries.